What if you woke up tomorrow, and the world you know was already gone? No warning sirens, no dramatic countdown, just a phone notification, a news alert, and silence. This is not a prediction. This is not fear-mongering. This is a realistic question. What if World War III started tomorrow? How could it start? World wars rarely begin with a clear announcement. They start with mistakes, a misunderstood military move, a cyber attack blamed on the wrong country, a regional conflict pulling global powers into opposite sides. In today's world, tensions already exist in multiple regions. All it takes is one incident, and a chain reaction begins. Alliances activate, military forces mobilize, diplomacy collapses under pressure, and suddenly, the world crosses a line it cannot easily return from. The first 24 hours. The first day would be confusing, fast, and chaotic. Stock markets would crash within minutes. Flights would be grounded. Borders would tighten. Governments would limit information. Social media would flood with rumors, videos, and panic. Banks might temporarily shut down. People would rush to buy food, water, and fuel. Not because the war reached them yet, but because fear spreads faster than missiles. Cyber warfare, the invisible battle. Before bombs fall, systems fail. Power grids could go offline. Internet access might be restricted or cut. Hospitals could lose digital access to patient records. Cyber warfare would target infrastructure, not soldiers. And civilians would feel it first. No electricity. No communication. No clear information. A modern war does not begin with explosions. It begins with darkness. Conventional warfare. As the conflict escalates, traditional warfare follows. Airstrikes, naval confrontations, military bases targeted. Major cities would not be attacked immediately. At first, the focus would be strategic locations. But even limited attacks would create massive displacement. Millions of civilians would flee their homes. Refugee crises would grow faster than governments could respond. And the world economy would begin to break apart. The nuclear question. The most terrifying part of World War III is not that nuclear weapons exist. It is that they are designed to be used as a last resort. If one side believes it is about to lose everything, that last resort becomes very real. A full nuclear war is unlikely but not impossible. A limited nuclear strike is far more realistic. Even one detonation would change the world forever. Not just through destruction, but through fear, climate effects, and long-term consequences. Life for civilians. Daily life would collapse slowly, not instantly. Food shortages. Medical supply disruptions. Rising crime in unstable regions. Governments would impose curfews. Media would be controlled. Travel would be restricted. People wouldn't ask about victory. They would ask about survival. And the psychological impact would be as damaging as the physical one. Could humanity survive? Yes, humanity would survive. But the world afterward would not look the same. Technology would regress in some regions. Global trust would be broken. Entire generations would grow up shaped by trauma. Rebuilding would take decades, and some damage would be irreversible. World War III would not end civilization, but it would permanently change it. Final message. World War III is not inevitable, but it is possible. And understanding that possibility is not about fear. It is about awareness. History shows us one truth. Wars do not begin because people want them. They begin because people believe they have no other choice. The real question is not, what if World War III started tomorrow? The real question is, what can be done today to make sure it never does?